Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to...
Unpopular K-pop opinions, because we've hit rock bottom.
I wonder what's the bottom.
1.
Patricia.
Let's talk about that misogynistic trash podcast Above the Influence because they really thought they did something. These clowns sat there and vomited Jenny and IU's names for
I'm
attention,
nervous.
dropping wild accusations with the confidence of people who clearly don't have two brain cells to
This
rub
tea may
together.
be late.
And when I say
Yeah, this is stale tea. I don't even know if you should watch it. That's not what happened. She doesn't have the update clearly.
She dropped this recently?
Yeah, today.
accusations, I'm talking career-ending straight-up vile implications that Jenny was involved with some rich BMW heir for the right price. And IU could supposedly be booked for $500,000 a night, $500,000, like we're talking about some freaking luxury rental service, even claiming he saw an explicit video of Jenny as proof, but they had no evidence.
Yeah, you can skip it. She's not up
What
to
should
date.
the podcast... Well, how does everyone feel about this, the new revelation? That the people who were talking on the podcast said they heard this information from someone else and is not from their mouth as a first-hand source.
How do you
Hearsay.
feel? I've said how I feel in that reaction. To me,
Yeah, but I would just want to clarify here real quick. And just pretty much say, I wonder what that podcast is going to do. And how do people feel now hearing that, oh, that clip was taken out of context. And possibly we were thinking maybe it's from a rival podcaster because it was like particularly clip or those, you know what's a good gig? To be a clipper. So if you're authorized to be a clipper for a person, yeah, like for a major YouTuber, you cut their long form videos into really viral moments and you could post it online on their behalf and they won't copyright claim you and you could get money from that if you're a clipper.
why would anyone agree to somebody take their content and post it?
No, it's clip. It's like
Right, but
long
why?
form.
Okay, but that's still
short.
the person. Why would anyone agree to that?
No, it's not as a job. The person can make some income and probably there's a percentage.
No, but
It's just a long process.
if you clip my video, I'm not making any money. Why would I allow you to clip?
No,
my
they
video
give
and
you
post?
probably a percentage. There's a percentage. You just do the work for me. You find like the really viral
Well, then
moments.
you just hire them to clip it.
Yeah,
and
this
post
is
it-
like
post it yourself.
Oh my god. Okay, focus. The whole point is it could be, someone looking to make a viral moment to make money, and look, it's that clip is spread across the internet. Could be a rival podcaster to take down this podcast, or maybe there's some people who really don't like this podcast overall for what they do.
It's definitely somebody who don't like them. I think somebody who's
A
hating
lot.
on them. And based on the two snippets from them we've seen, they made some wild claims. I said how I feel. I feel the podcast is just a bunch of people talking shit. The problem with our society is that we give
We give them too
weight.
much credit.
We give weight to podcasters as if they have any credibility, which is
But they didn't say, if you look at the whole context, they said they didn't know it firsthand. That's the big difference.
right. But I'm just saying, like, even let's say just take that clipped moment, the sensational moment. People are outraged because they give some weight to. It's just
We all fell for it.
yeah, we did because it was clipped well, but
Yeah.
it just kind of shows the problem society. Those podcasts, they're regular people talking shit. It's like they allowed to talk shit. Now when you talk shit on camera, that opens you up to
Being clipped.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
Did you know
It's
part
just tough.
of media training is that as a talent, you don't want to say anything that could leave way for a bite to be taken and exploited in a sense.
Article praising Stray Kids. On May 25th, Stray Kids held a concert in Seattle, and the Daily
Why
Paper
is she
wrote an
so
article
stale with
applauding
all
them.
this
But the way
tea?
it was
This
worded
is so
reeked of xenophobia
old.
wrapped in a superiority complex. First off,
like 3
let's
days
talk about how they
old.
framed K-pop as the lesser genre from the jump. K-pop might not be quite as ubiquitous as American pop music.
Oh.
That's coded speak for foreign and inferior, as if global reach means artistic worth, and as if the West still owns the monopoly on pop relevance. Now let's
once again, we're giving too much credit to this article. It's just that, people can have their opinion, disagree with you.
Yes, it's
You can move on. Let's skip this one. No.
just like what that article is saying is what most of Americans are feeling. There is nothing, just because you guys, like a small subunit of people, like K-pop, doesn't mean most people like it. Most people would resonate
And
with that article
everyone
is
is
saying.
allowed to have their
Yeah.
niche. Like that's okay.
Like if you ask any random
And
person on the
honestly-
street, it's gonna say what that article is
Honestly,
saying.
it's even better when your niche can stay in that bubble because it doesn't get watered down, filtered for the mass consumption.
Yeah.
Because that's when it's like lose what you like about it and it becomes more for others and not for you.
Yeah, and
okay.
it's not just unique to K-pop. Like if you ask a random person what they feel about metal music, they probably say the same thing. It's like what that
There's someone who's gonna think something.
yeah,
period.
and there's gonna be people that love metal music. There's that subset of people that enjoy metal, but majority of people that's not really their vibe. So whatever.
Projections.
All that to
3,
say whatever.
No, because you rushing me. Okay. So
Okay, because is this no need to beat the horse?
Jin's coming back this
The
August
horse is
after 15
dead.
months of absolute radio silence since Mona Lisa. Honestly, her whole post-hiatus career has been one of the strangest glow-in-the-dark question marks in K-pop. She was embroiled in one of the messiest bullying scandals of the fourth gen, disappeared for 3 whole years and somehow still managed to come back swinging with Agassi and Mona Lisa, pulling 100K and 80K in album sales respectively. Those numbers are
When I
higher
think
than some
Mona
active
Lisa, I
idols
keep
without.
thinking J-Hope's. She has her own Mona Lisa song.
I don't know. I only know J-Hope's Mona Lisa.
Scandals, but despite that monster return, she didn't capitalize on any of it. She did a couple music shows and fan signs, and then promptly vanished into the TikTok void doing solo dance challenges for
I
the
mean,
For
she
You
does
page.
what she's
And now with
comfortable
Mona
with.
Lisa collecting dust and no public activity for over a year, this next comeback is going to be a real litmus test. Her fan base is loyal, yes, but they've been fed scraps. And if you think album sales don't dip after 15 months of silence, think again, especially when a big chunk of the people yelling Soojin deserved better were faceless Twitter users clout-chasing off the drama. There were hundreds of thousands of likes on posts dragging Idol for referencing her. Here's your
Honestly,
chance
it
if you
sounds
were
like
crying
she's
about
just
justice.
Putting her foot back into the water, seeing how she feels, and then going back, maybe she feels maybe a little bit uncomfortable or not ready yet, or she needs more time. But I like that she kind of do things on her own terms and not have to work like a workhorse, even though she may not be emotionally there to work professionally. I respect
You
that.
better be buying that album. 4. Remember Curus? That 5th gen group with 2 barely legal members and 3 actual minors? One of them just 13? Yeah, they just debuted with a single
I
called
don't know
Unalive My
Curus.
Boss. The title alone had me gasping
What?
for air. You know your debut is doomed for
What?
chaos when the
Killed My
biggest
Boss?
conversation isn't
Wow.
about your vocals or choreo.
I saw they performed at Music Bank. We're gonna react to it.
Oh,
'Cause
really? Killed My
yeah,
Boss.
because I saw some sort of Curus and I was like, is this new group? And the title was Kill My Boss. So I wanted to hear it.
But people on Twitter fighting over whether your 13-year-old Magne is out here manifesting a homicide charge in glitter eyeshadow. K-pop small agency groups are in a chokehold lately. Forced to serve
I'm
up look at me
curious.
material because the
Me
market
too.
is so oversaturated you could drown in mediocrity. But Unalive My Boss is the kind of title that makes you pause and check if the company's legal team fell
Yeah,
asleep on the
how
job.
do they
The
think
song
they
drops
can
and right
be
off the
able to market this for the masses? I feel like this is hard to push just on the title alone.
I don't fucking know with this K-pop. It's just
bat,
thought
you
of
get
this
slapped with a
title?
chorus that reads like a Google Translate fever dream. Key ma boss. Ooh, key ma, key and me, carry on, cheeky, cheeky, pow, take you down, wanna take you down. I'm
Okay,
trying to
that
key
beat
ma
better
boss.
slay
I mean,
me.
Girl, are you trying to end
The beat
capitalism or
better
audition
slay
for Criminal
me.
Minds? Because
Oh
either way,
my
I have
God.
questions. What executive at the agency signed off
better
on
give a
this?
little
The only boss
runway.
a 13-year-old should be
gonna
fantasizing about
slay my
unaliving is
boss.
our homeroom teacher after giving out weekend homework. Not some shadowy authority figure in a bloodthirsty power fantasy. It's straight up dystopian. And don't get me started on the production. The instrumental is like if the Yeehaw
I
agenda
can't
met a
wait.
malfunctioning
I can't
NCTV
wait.
pack in a back alley and decided
How
to
do
make
you
noise
feel
pollution.
hearing
You
a
get this
review of a song before you hear it? I don't know.
it doesn't really bother
I'm
me.
excited. The lyrics sound exciting.
That doesn't bother me. It's just
whiplash
whatever.
of country hoedown 1 second, and the next you're in an unholy mess of K-pop anti-drop chaos that sounds like someone dropped a banjo down a flight of stairs and auto-tuned the result. Yet in spite of the mess, the pre-chorus actually slaps. When they lean into the country twang and just sing, it's genuinely good. There's
Country?
potential. It almost tricks you into
You may-
believing
you
the
may
song's
have
about to
a-
serve. And then
a
the chorus
favorite song.
returns and
I won't because of the chorus or boom boom pow in the chorus or whatever.
What's
I'm
wrong with
good.
that? Black Eyed Peas have a song with
I
Boom Boom
don't.
Pow.
I don't like boom boom pow.
You don't like
punches
the
you back
song
into
Boom
the
Pow
void,
from Black Eyed
honestly.
Peas?
No.
The only thing more
Really?
No, I know it.
Why?
Not my type of vibe.
Oh,
Never
I like
did.
it.
I never did.
jarring than the lyrics and production is the knowledge that the industries lets debut literal children and hand them edgy murder lyrics. Trend is still alive and kicking. Why is no one supervising these
I think Black Eyed Peas is the best song for me. Is Where's the Love?
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
writing sessions? Did anyone at any point ask
I'm not the biggest Black Eyed Peas
I
fan.
am.
For me, Where's the Love was a good song, but that to me that was their peak, honestly.
themselves? Does
What?
this make
I know commercially that's not their peak, but
Are you tapped?
I understand commercially that's not their peak, that's just their beginning, but for me that was their peak. Where's
didn't
the
know that
love?
about you.
And then there's another song after Where's the Love is also good. Since then it's all kind of commercialized.
I think I need to recalculate some things.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Makes sense for a group whose combined age is probably younger than my Spotify Wrapped. 5. Let's talk about the debut of Dreamcatcher's first subunit UAU. Dreamcatcher's whole
Whatever.
UA.
We didn't react
Oh,
to this,
wow.
and we're not going to.
This,
So.
this is very interesting video. Not too much going on. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be reacting to Curus. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. Share as much kindness as possible.